Welcome, everyone. This is episode 8, the Ocho of the Camera Stew podcast.
F&A, Cotton, F&A. I'm Dr. Dan.
I'm Paul.
And I'm Tim.
This episode's guest is model Sarah Harris. We're here at Little River Studios in Miami, Florida, where Shoot the Centerfold is having another weekend seminar. Sarah Harris is a model from Wellington, New Zealand. She grew up on a sheep farm and learned to love the outdoors. She is a Playboy Playmate for Portugal and Mexico, with appearances in FHM and Maxim.
We are recording live during the seminar. Please bear with us. There's some background noise from the instructors and students. If you go to our YouTube site, you can see some of the behind the scenes while we are talking away with our guests. If you haven't attended one of the Shoot the Centerfold seminars, this is a must-see event. You will receive world-class instruction from the industry's leading photographers in fashion and glamour photography.
Sponsors for the show are Lightwear, maker of the finest photography equipment cases on the planet. The choice for some of the world's top professional photographers. You can see a full range of their products on lightwearinc.com. Foursquare, the innovative lightweight modular softboxes and light modifiers for use with speedlights and full-size strobes. The Foursquare block can be adapted to just about any speedlight currently being made. Dr. Dan's highlight discs. They give a big studio strobe a very unique and precise highlighting effect. Available exclusively at lightweardirect.com. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy this episode of Camera Stew.
She smokes a lot of weed, and I'm not that kind of person. I'm boring enough.
Oh, you went with her.
So we ended up at some drug dealer's house, and it was not good.
Is that right?
It was really ridiculous.
Okay, a drug dealer's house?
Yeah.
We're not recording yet.
No.
Are we, Tim? Oh, we are? Tim?
Oh.
Are we? Or
Hopefully
It's
not.
fine. It's all good.
Are we good?
It's legal there now, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was when it was legal.
Right.
But it was just a weird situation. We ended up in
Really?
the hills in the middle of nowhere.
Come a little bit closer to the microphone. There
We
you
just
go.
ended up in the
Perfect.
middle of
There
the
you go.
hills, like middle of nowhere, with some drug dealer and some pet wolf.
Oh
So I
my
was just
God.
sitting outside by myself,
A
like
pet wolf?
outside in
Are
the
we
middle of
recording,
nowhere.
Tim? Oh, we're
God.
recording now. So
That should
a
have
pet
been-
Okay.
wolf? What kind of pet wolf?
The guy had a pet wolf.
Really?
And I was really confused because there were just a whole bunch of stoners sitting around talking about politics, and I'm sitting outside in the cold, like, I'm not going in there.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yep.
die. She
Oh
can
my
die if
God.
she wants, but I didn't know what to do. Do you
Sounds
leave
like
your
home,
friend?
yeah.
Or,
Sounds like a normal day in Colorado, actually.
yeah, and we found him in a laundromat.
The wolf or the guy?
The guy.
Oh, so she didn't know him.
No, she didn't know him.
Oh,
This is the
okay.
whole thing.
Oh my God.
So we were there for 3 days. I don't know how we survived, but yeah.
Well, say your name and where you're from.
I'm Sarah Harris, and I'm from New Zealand.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome.
Very long trip,
Yeah.
but I'm here now.
Yes.
So did you come in early so you could kind of adjust, or?
No, see, I was booked on a shoot the day that I left, so I couldn't leave until the afternoon, so I ended up, it's 32 hours to get here, including stopovers, so I arrived like yesterday morning.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Oh my God. How long are you going to be in the United States?
Till Monday night? No, sorry, I lie, Tuesday morning.
That's a quick turnaround.
Express
Yes,
trip. Yeah.
really is.
Oh
I'm
my
trying to get
God.
my flight delayed a little bit.
Oh, I hope so. Stay a little
hope
bit
so.
longer. Enjoy
Yeah.
some of the country.
Well,
Exactly.
actually,
Yeah.
take a nap.
Get
Don't
some
tell me
rest.
that, because I will curl up in a
I
little
know.
ball
I know
and
what
have a
I know
sleep.
what it's like traveling international, and it's like, what time am I supposed to be awake or asleep? I don't
Yeah.
know.
I'm trying really hard to try and avoid looking at the time.
Excellent.
And then I'll have one of my friends message me, and she's like, "Oh, it's like 2 a.m." I'm
Yeah.
like, "No,
No, it's
don't
not.
text me that."
No, it's not. It's in the
Tell me this.
afternoon.
Yeah.
Well, I remember seeing your pictorial that came out. When did that come out again? It was
Which
about.
one? For
It was, you were in
Mexico?
a red. I remember red swimsuit. I believe it was.
Oh, like a red dress?
A red dress. That's what it was.
Oh, that was. I have
Yes.
no idea when that came out. To
When-
be honest,
I mean, it was.
like last year sometime.
It was really terrific, and caught my eye, and I thought, wow, this is someone I would like to shoot someday. And so tell me, how did that evolve? How did that shoot evolve? And
From Instagram.
Instagram?
Yeah, I was
Really?
like, oh, fine, I'll start Instagram because I'm a very private person. So, and I tried to avoid the whole thing for a while, but I started modeling at the very end of 2014, and then maybe 2 weeks into having Instagram, a photographer emailed me and was like, hey, do you want to come over to the States and shoot?
Yeah.
So I did.
Yes.
And then basically every Playboy shoot I've done since has been through Instagram. Weirdly
no
enough.
kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
And to be honest, I thought it was a scam initially.
Really?
Obviously, because so many people just message you really strange things on there.
Yeah. Right.
So how is this going to be any different?
Yeah.
But it was. So I'm happy I did it.
Oh, terrific. Well, being a shy person, how was it like for the first time for you to go, okay, I'm going to pose nude for the camera?
I'm definitely not shy. I like to keep my personal life personal, but I'm not shy whatsoever. So, and I'm always told to put my clothes on because I grew up on a farm and, you know, the cattle aren't going to look at you. So I was always, I'd be out of the shower, like roaming around nude all the time, and my friends would come over and be like, are you one of those weird nudists now? Like, please put your clothes on.
Right.
So that was fine for me. Like,
oh my God. Yeah.
a bit weird probably, but
So did you consciously choose to go into modeling, or did someone say, hey, you would be a great model, you should try? Or
So when the previous trip with the drug dealer and all that I was telling you about, what it was my best friend and I were actually traveling through the States, and we started off in LA and ended up in New York. We went to 29 states, and when we were down south, I think we were in Memphis of all places, and we met the editor of Maxim Australia. And he says
In
to
Memphis.
me, yeah, of all places.
In Memphis.
you had to go to Memphis to meet
Tennessee.
the editor.
Well, we just
Maximus.
ran into him as we were drinking out of buckets with like all this like giant sangrias.
Yeah, right.
And he's telling us he's the editor of Maxim. I was like, all right.
Oh, yeah,
all
right. You've
then.
heard this before,
Sure.
Heard
right?
this before. And he's like, he gave me his card and said like, you're absolutely beautiful. Why don't you start modeling? And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
But I kept his card anyway, and it wasn't until I was unpacking and I was like up at my mum's, and my boyfriend was like going through my stuff, and he's like
Who's this?
helping me unpack. He's like, Maxim? Have you contacted this guy? And I was like, babe, it's a scam. Let's be real.
right.
And he's like, what are you going to lose from it, you know?
Right.
You may as well email him. If it's a scam, it's a scam. You're not, just don't give any information out to him, you know?
Right.
And 2 days later, I was flying to Sydney, and I shot for Maxim Australia. That was my first ever shoot. And they were just like, wow, you're such a natural, like, you're not nervous whatsoever. Like, you should continue doing this.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of snowballed from there, I suppose.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy I listened to him. And
Well, we're happy that
Send
you're
that
here.
email.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No
exactly.
kidding.
exactly, well, I wouldn't be, so.
So what Playboys have you been so far?
I've done a feature in Playboy Venezuela. I'm Playmate of Portugal, Mexico, and I possibly have a Venezuela one coming out soon.
Yeah.
But I really want to do
Cool.
South Africa. That's,
Yeah. That's a good one. Yeah.
Not the best time now that I decided to go brunette. Silly idea.
Yeah, I mean, it's beautiful. I think I said
can't
to you
decide on
yesterday,
it.
but do you think you could go back blonde? You
Yeah.
think? Yeah.
The second I get home.
Yeah.
I'm definitely a
Go
blonde
back.
at heart.
Yeah.
I don't know, I had some like, I'm 22 now. I'm almost having a like quarter life crisis. I'm going from
Right,
there. I
right.
want to be sassy and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it didn't work out like that.
Well, Tanya's really terrific to work with. Tanya Goodman, I'm talking about the
Oh, okay.
editor down
Yeah.
there. She's really sweet, things like that. So,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, that's okay.
Sneak in closer.
Yeah, get a little bit closer. So, very easygoing, and you should have no problem if you find the right photographer to
Yeah.
shoot your
I like that
Victoria.
little
yeah.
wink.
Yeah, wink, wink.
No, I've always
Yeah,
wanted to work with you.
Oh, that'd be
Wink, wink,
terrific.
wink.
I've
I would
stalked
really
you
love
from
that.
way back.
Oh,
well,
I've
for
been,
the past year.
you hear that? You hear that, everyone out there? I have a
I
stalker.
heard that.
Oh, wow. Woo. I've never had a stalker before.
On that note, you have very nice eyelashes.
Oh, yeah.
Is that upping my stalker level?
My aunt. You feel the current?
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. The first time I met you, I was like, "Whoa, his eyelashes are long."
My aunt, when I was 6 years old, she always put the false eyelashes on, and she'd chase around me with scissors. I'm gonna cut your eyelashes. And I'd go, no,
Don't take my eyelashes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's so cute.
Yeah. Well, hey. Well, thank you, Gee. Now I'm blushing. I don't know what to say.
Yes, you
Take
are.
Take it over, Paul.
You are
Sorry
red,
about
doctor.
that.
You are red.
I am very red. I can feel it. Thank
It's
you.
going redder and redder.
So, where do you think you want to go with this career? Where do you want to take it?
Oh my god! If I could
Do you want to get into
if I could dream
fashion?
big.
Or
I like food too much for fashion. But the things I always wanted to do in glamour I've already done. So I'm striving high. Like, obviously I'd love to do SI swimsuit, like Victoria's
Right.
Secret. I'd just have to kind of chill out.
Keep pushing.
And just, keep pushing.
Yeah.
But it's really difficult, living in New Zealand and being in the middle of nowhere. So I really need to work
Right.
on trying to get a visa.
Right.
Because, like, I don't mind traveling. I've got that down lock, obviously. But it'd be much easier. And there's so many more opportunities over here.
Yes.
So it'd be great to come over here and try and pursue my career a bit more.
Yes, we've worked with a model before that had tried and tried and tried and tried to get a green card.
Yeah.
And she had been in and out of the
Yes.
country, in and out
That
of
was
the country.
Maria
Maria.
Erickson got, 2 or 3 covers with her.
Yeah,
Croatia
and
and,
then-
South Africa.
And then finally,
Yeah.
with our assistance and some others, she was able to finally convince to get a green card.
To get a green card. See,
Get a
all
green
I
card.
want
Right.
is just a visa. Even
Yeah.
that would be good.
Well, like I said, contact.
Well, she had the visa first, and then she decided, okay, I better get a green card.
Yeah.
Because she just didn't want to go home after
Yeah.
she'd been 3 years, on and off.
Yeah.
She just wanted to say, I need a place to hang my hat. So
We
She
need
did-
to discuss this visa thing later.
Yeah. Well, Vicky Valentino cover last August with Playboy South Africa.
I know that
Really
cover.
terrific. Yeah. Yeah. That was a lot of fun to shoot, and she's really nice. I can definitely recommend. I'll let her know that you would be contacting
Yeah,
her.
cool. Thank you.
She's
That'd be
very
great.
sweet, very nice. I mean, she was just a delight on the set. We just loved having her on
Perfect.
there. Yeah.
How good is it
You
when you're
guys-
working with people like that? Hey,
Oh.
makes it so much easier.
It makes it
So-
so much easier.
Yeah, and you get better photos from it too.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She was
Absolutely.
just
when
absolute-
it's all warm and fuzzy,
Yeah.
the work is so much easier.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was definitely warm and fuzzy. We shot for 2 days and just absolutely a delight. So she can probably help you with that process.
That'd be awesome.
She had a reality show, I think, in Australia
Really?
for 2 years. Yeah.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, I did not know that. I
Yes.
honestly hadn't heard of her until I saw
She's
that
like
cover.
2 million followers on Facebook from that. And sent the pictures to Tanya, and Tanya said, "Oh my God, yeah, love these." So, yeah. So, we'll get you in touch. Help
Definitely,
you out.
thank you.
You're welcome. You're
So
welcome.
how is it growing up on a farm?
Well, if you'd asked me while I was growing up, I would have said, "Oh, I wish I lived in town." Meh, meh, meh. But now that I've travelled a lot, I respect it so much. And when I go back, I just roll around in the grass, and I'm like, "Yes, home kill meat," and just organic food that's cheap, and it's just in the
Right. It's
garden.
there.
Everything's already there, you know.
Right.
And there's so much that I did actually take for granted growing up there, because obviously as a teenager I wanted to be close to my friends in town, and but I never considered. I learned how to drive a manual when I was like 12, and I like know how to shoot a gun better than any guy I've ever met, like that kind
Yeah.
of stuff, which
Right.
Sure.
now I really, really appreciate, because it's kept me down to earth, and a lot of people actually like that about me, because it's easy to work with me because I'm not being a diva.
Right.
So
Right.
I don't know. So I love it. And
Brothers
I love
and
going
sisters?
back.
Yeah.
I had a twin brother, but he passed away when we were younger.
Oh.
And I have like 5 half brothers and sisters on my dad's side, but I haven't met any of them yet.
Oh, are they older then? Are they
Younger, a lot
Younger?
younger, yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
3 of them are in the Philippines, so I'm planning on going sometime this year to actually meet them. It'll be
Very cool.
really random, but
Yeah.
So how far did you live from town when you said you
like
wanted?
45 minutes away.
Oh, so
But
a fair
obviously,
piece.
yeah, definitely. Especially when you're young, and obviously you're gonna have to stay in town because no one wants you to be drink driving out there. But that actually helped me in a way, because it meant my mum and I like could trust each other and would talk about anything. Because she, of that reason, she didn't want some young teenagers driving me all the way home
Right.
up windy hills in the middle of nowhere. You know, like it wasn't safe. So
Yeah.
we got like a really good mutual respect from a young age, which like now she's my best friend, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
It's really great.
That's cool.
Now on the farm, was it like chickens and cattle and
Yeah,
sheep?
so it's a
What
beef and
was it?
sheep farm.
It was
Yeah.
a sheep farm.
Yeah, so and we had a milking farm. Like
So
2
have you
doors
learned
down.
how to shear a lamb?
Oh, don't talk to me about shearing season, honestly.
Oh no, really?
Mum called me like last week, and she's like, "Hey, when are you gonna be home? You gonna be home for shearing season? Want to help out?" I was like, "Yeah, no,
busy.
pretty sure I'm gonna be overseas."
No, there's a pictorial right there.
Yeah.
Well, shearing sheep.
I'm not sure what it is.
Breast up.
Something-
Here we
Oh my
go.
God.
Shearing sheep.
And she's always
pretty
so
good.
mean about it too. Like her and my dad are always like, "You're not fast enough. You're growing up around this. Hurry up. Be faster. Do this. Get off Instagram. You should be sharing this shit." I'm like, I'll help out because I love you.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah, I said
Right.
that to my dad. You're lucky I like you.
They are. They're lucky.
So you're admitting that you know how to shear a sheep then?
Yeah, is it a bad thing? I don't know if that's like a funny laughter or
No,
like
no,
a,
no,
who
I
is
think-
this girl?
I mean, there are very few young ladies that I've met, including my own daughters, that would not have a clue how to shear a sheep,
Oh, really?
Right.
much less put a saddle
Oh,
on
no.
a horse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
Oh, yeah,
and
see-
shoot a gun better than most men. I grew up in Alaska shooting, so I'm a pretty good marksman myself. But it's always nice to have someone, a lady like yourself, go, hey, let me pick up that rifle.
Yeah, see, I am a bit of a girl though in the respect that I cannot shoot a deer. I don't know if it's because I don't like venison, but any single time I like get them in the scope,
Yeah.
I can't help but go to their eye first, and then I just think
Oh.
of Bambi.
Bambi.
And it's
Oops.
so
Yep,
stupid. But
I
like
know.
pig hunting and stuff, that's fine. I love doing that. Like we've lost a few of our favourite dogs through that, unfortunately. But
Right.
so that was a bit hard when I was growing up because like there is still girl in me, obviously, you know. But so now, like every
I'll
time I
go
go
get
home,
those
it's more
hogs.
like the
Oh,
possum.
go get
Yeah.
those hogs. Huh. They're not going to get my dogs.
That's right.
Revenge on the hogs.
Revenge on the hogs.
that
They're
was
not going to get
crazy.
my dogs. Not my puppies.
It's sad, but I don't know. So now every time I go home, it's just clearing out the possum situation. Because
The
like,
possums.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's the one problem.
Aren't they kind of
between-
like rabbits? They
Yes, in
procreate
New
as
Zealand
fast
they
as
definitely are. But for Australia, they're like, oh, we love possums, but they don't have all the wildlife that we have in New Zealand that the possums tend to eat, all the eggs and all the plants, and it's just,
Oh.
they're terrible. But there's like one rule in my house. If you do shoot a possum, you have to be, it has to be plucked and skinned, and the right bits have to be there, and then the next parts have to be fed to the pigs. Like, it's all very, like, everything is getting recycled
full
and
circle.
reused.
Full
Yeah.
circle.
And every time I take my friends up home and they see me doing this, and they're like, we all call you Barbie. What are you doing? Like, please don't do this. I'm like, no, I'll teach you. It's fine.
Right.
So, like, we've had a few of my guy mates actually vomit, but
Oh, really? Oh,
they
my
have weak.
God.
You'd laugh at them.
Yeah.
Town boys.
Really? Town? Do you call them townies? Or
Yeah,
you really?
townies.
Town
Townies.
boys.
Yeah. It's weird. Very
You must
weird.
giggle when you see that. You must go, ah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Mm-hmm.
But I understand everybody grows up somewhere different, you know?
Yeah. So how do you like being at STC? How do you like being?
I'm loving it so
Yeah.
far. It's very warm.
Oh, isn't it?
Very warm, holy crap. I was like walking across here and my face melted off. It's like, hey, I need touch-ups 2 minutes after. But it's great, like I've met some awesome people already. And it's only day one.
True.
It's good.
So what's the weather like at home compared to here? I'm trying to remember latitude, longitude,
Yeah.
New Zealand.
Yeah, so we're-
I thought it was kind of wet. I don't know.
Yeah,
was it
so
kinda-
right now, like, because I'm living in the capital, Wellington, like, and it's like 3.5 hours away from my parents' place. So we are meant to be coming into warmer weather right now, but Wellington's known as like windy Wellington. So you're kind of screwed. If it's raining, you can't take an umbrella out because it just blows inside out and
Right.
blows down the street. Like, for example, last week my car door just come off its hinges just because I tried to open the door.
Really?
That's
So-
strong wind.
It's very, very
Or
strong
a very
wind.
weak car.
Hey,
Yeah. One of those
just saying.
old VWs from Mexico that's rusted through
That's
the
right.
bottom.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah,
and
right.
you go
right,
to the
right,
rental
right.
car and you pick it up, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden you look down, you can see the ground from the floorboard
right,
of the
right,
car,
right. Yeah.
and it's a stick, and you're going like, uh-oh.
Mhm. I've been in those. Yeah.
it sounds like the car
So I-
we rented in Fiji.
Is
Yeah,
that
very,
right?
Right,
very
not
much so.
good.
Yeah.
Very
Uh-huh.
much so.
Terrible. Yeah, but no, so the wind's a bit of an issue.
Really?
But even on a nice day, it is beautiful. But I was coming from, I don't know the difference between Celsius and Fahrenheit, but like Celsius here today is about 32, 33. And at home at the moment, it's getting warm. So it's getting to like 17 degrees.
Oh, 17 degrees.
So yeah, it's still very cold.
yeah, so that would be about 65?
I don't know. Timmy's got the
I
computer.
forget. Yeah, Tim.
No
Techno
internet.
Tim.
Yeah.
Techno
No
Tim.
internet.
No internet at the moment.
That's right. Yeah.
I don't know.
We're
Colder.
waiting. Yeah,
It's
it's just colder.
colder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I turned up, I was just like, oh, sunshine. It's like perfect
Yeah.
beach weather.
So what do you have coming up on your schedule?
The day after I get home, I have another campaign. So I'm doing more like, I've kind of,
So you get
ventured
home and
out of it.
is it being shot in New Zealand, or are you going?
no,
from
I'm
New-
going to Australia.
Going to
so I
Australia.
usually fly to Australia once a week. And if possible. But this year I'm just trying to spend a little bit more time with my family. And so I've kind of ventured off doing too much glamorous stuff, and I'm just doing more like catalogue work.
Yeah.
Because it's good. I can do a different job each week. It's good income coming in, and then I'm just sticking to like Instagram stuff now.
Yeah.
So which sounds weird, but it's kind of freaky when you're like, oh, please nobody hack my account. I'm making money off this now. But yes, that's kind of what I'm doing right now.
Should we bleep that out, Tim?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not going to prevent anything.
Yeah, we're all good. We're all good here. Yeah.
It's freaking out.
Well, gosh, it's really been terrific having you here.
Yeah, thank
We
you.
really appreciate you coming on. Very
Hopefully I haven't
delightful.
scared you too much.
No, not at all. Not at all. Are you kidding?
Well,
not at all.
Yeah, if you shoot
I
with
think
Dr. Dan, we'll have to, like, afterwards go to a range and have a competition.
Oh my god,
great.
that'd be
Yes.
really cool because
Wouldn't
I've
that be
never
fun?
been to a range. So
You
like
haven't?
we have like
Oh my God.
22 Stereo 3s at home, like
Uh-huh.
those kind of rifles. Like I've never shot like a pistol or anything like that.
Well,
Well,
you're
when you-
talking to
when
the
you-
right people.
When
Yes.
you come,
Yes.
we'll make a day of it.
Can we actually? I'm gonna hold you guys to this.
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll make a day of it. We'll do that.
That's exciting.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of fun.
Awesome.
I'd say I have a 38 and a 45. And
I
Polly-
have a collection.
Yes, he
A
has
couple,
a collection.
one or
He has
two.
one or two.
Oh my
One-
gosh,
one-
this will be amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, do you shoot shotgun also?
Oh, we're
No.
gonna take her and shoot trap.
We'll shoot trap.
Oh, we have a little
clay
practice.
pigeons. You know, the little clay
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
We should do this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go home and then be like, Mom, where's the shotgun? She's gonna be like, what? I need some practice. I need to get some practice.
Well,
in.
absolutely.
What do you want that for?
That would be a lot of fun.
We should have Lauren come down.
Yes, Lauren
Lauren?
is. his
Lauren's my
daughter.
daughter. She's an MA in a dermatology office in Boulder. We'll have her come down and she'll give you some pointers on how to break birds out of the sky.
Yeah, this sounds awesome.
That'd be great.
I've never shot a bird before, so it's really cool to go to different countries and see like what they shoot and that kind of thing.
Right.
It's great.
Yeah. Very
Plus, I
good.
can talk to her about my skin.
Yes, you can
Bonus.
talk to her about her skin. She's very good at it. So, have you been working in New York at all? Have you been to New York yet?
I went to New York like when I initially come here when I was 20 with my friend, but we were just traveling through. I haven't been to
So
New
you
York
didn't
for
go
work
to an
yet.
agency or
No,
see
I haven't.
anybody or?
I haven't. How tall do you have to be though? Because I'm only like 174. It's like 5'8".
No,
You're
you're
5'8".
fine. You're fine.
Well, yeah, you're right
You're
in the
fine.
sweet spot. I mean, they say 5'9", 5'10" sometimes, but 5'8", that's pretty good.
Maybe I can just
Yeah.
puff my hair up a little.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Yeah. Fluff it.
Yeah.
It certainly
some
would.
lifts in your
It
shoes.
certainly wouldn't hurt to spend a week
Right.
Yeah.
and just knock on doors and just see.
We'll have
You
to
know.
talk about after this
Yes,
what
yeah,
agencies
absolutely.
to recommend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you just never know. New York is kind of so, but one connection is all you need.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is 1 yes and out of 100 no's is going to get you somewhere, you know?
Exactly. Exactly.
That's how you have to think about it.
Well, terrific.
Well, Sarah, thank you so
Thank you.
much
Yeah.
for speaking with
Thank
us.
you guys
It's
for
been-
Oh,
coming
you've been
in.
delightful. Very charming.
Yeah.
Very
Thank you.
charming. Yeah. Thanks for listening to this episode of Camera Stew with our guest Sarah Harris. Stay tuned for more episodes with guests from the Shoot the Centerfold seminar.
If you enjoyed it, please subscribe on iTunes and on YouTube, and don't forget to share it with your friends. This episode and others are also available directly at camerastew.com. If you'd like to see some of our work, you can find links to each of our sites as well as the social networks we participate in, all listed on the bio page on camerastew.com. Rating and reviewing the show is, as always, a huge help. If you have suggestions for the show or have someone you would like us to talk with, please send us an email to camerastew@gmail.com. From all of us at Camera Stew, thanks for listening.